Hey, Lee here, and welcome to the Pull List presented by LongboxRadio.com for January 25th, 2012. Let's get right down to it. Marvel, kind of a light week this week, but there's a couple gems, as it were, elsewhere. So, All-Star Western number 5 has been a great book. If you haven't already kind of looked into this book at all, definitely check it out. It's got a main story typically, and then maybe a couple side stories. But if you like the Western kind of thing, if you like your cowboys and robbers and whatnot, very, very neat book. Definitely recommend checking it out. Next up, still in the book, I believe, Jeff Johns, Ivan Rice is Aqua Man 5, starting a new arc. 4 ended the previous one, so kind of looking forward to this one as well. It's actually been a very, very good book in treating Aqua Man with his just desserts. Francis Manapul's The Flash. We have issue 5 this week. I don't know, for a first story of the New 52, coming off of such a great volume before Flashpoint, and even going into Flashpoint, this has kind of been a miss for me. We'll talk about it more in the podcast coming up this week, number 18. If Rob shows up, he's got a lot to say about this one too. Just kind of a weak offering. The page layouts and the art are beautiful. The writing is fine. It's just the story itself is, rather than pick on, take someone from the Flash's wealth of rogues, they kind of like, I don't know. If you're reading it, you know what I'm talking about. Next up, we have Justice League 5. I got the combo pack, so I didn't get the digital download. I was bitching last week about the fact that it's a little more expensive to get the digital packs from DC. I have another thing to bitch about their digital packs. The codes are like 30 characters long, which is like, the Marvel codes are a third of this, and I know I'm only entering like 1 or 2 a week, but it's something I'm going to complain about. Why do the redeem codes for the digital copies of DC books need to be that long? First world problems right there. But Justice League number 5, we have Cyborg kind of front and center there, so that'll be alright. Again, if you listen to the podcast, I haven't really been too keen on this book, but it's still on the pull list. The better of the 2 Justice League books, as far as I'm concerned, is Justice League Dark right here. Issue 5 has been a really fun book. A lot of interesting characters kind of kicking around in this one. So if you want kind of a off the beaten track kind of read, kind of a bizarro kind of stuff going on, this is definitely what you want. Really, really cool book. So been enjoying that. Savage Hawkman. Kind of got into Hawkman during Brightest Day and kind of just stuck with them. I've been enjoying this book so far. I know Rob Liefeld's gonna have something to do with it soon, so that's unfortunate. But Tony S. Daniel has been kicking it pretty hard on this book. I'm actually enjoying it. So Savage Hawkman number 5 right there. Superman, bam. Have been enjoying it. Some of the more wordy comics I've been picking up from DC, but still on Superman and Action Comics. I'm probably going to drop one or the other, probably stick with Action Comics, but not a bad book either. When Superman is written correctly and he's a little more interesting, really dialing him back, as I've said in past podcasts, this is the kind of Superman I like. So there you have it. Something I totally missed when actually requesting my pull list this week was Nancy in Hell on Earth number 1. Now, no one with this, it's El Torres writing, and then pencils and inks by Enrique Lopez Lorenzana. Whoa. Those guys weren't the original 2 guys on the original book. I believe Enrique did the art after Juan Jose Rip kind of left the first run of this. I could be absolutely wrong with that. Correct me if you want in the comments below. But the first run of this was a super, super cool book. And flipping through this, it looks pretty messed up as well. So Nancy in Hell on Earth, and that's from Image. And I like the kind of grindhousey kind of cover here. They have all like the names and stuff on the bottom, and just super cool. And she's got quite the ass on her. So, anyway, next up we have The Walking Dead 93. Been kind of a slower book as of late. In the last issue, Rick and everybody kind of learned that they're not the only community in the immediate area. There are tons of pockets of people living, and they're much more organized than they have been. So their world's going to kind of blow up, forever in this book. Starting with this book, he's here, A Larger World Part 1. What a appropriate title. Jonathan Hickman rules the week this week. We get Fantastic Four 602 as well as FF 14. I believe if you're a Jonathan Hickman fan or you're a fan of FF, you're a fan of Fantastic Four, having 2 books by him that kind of are telling the same story is really, really cool. You just get like a double dose. They always come out at the same week and stuff like that, and appropriately so, because they are very much closely tied together. I know a lot of people are probably dropping FF right now in favor of Fantastic Four. I'd say if you're going to read one or the other, Fantastic Four is probably the way to go, yet the characters in FF are very interesting, and it directly affects this book. If you have the extra scratch, I definitely recommend reading both, because they're both going places. So kudos to you, Jonathan Hickman. I'm sure both these books will be great. Secret Avengers, we got a .1 issue this week, and of course we started the banners for the 3 months until Avengers vs. X-Men, which is cool now, and it's getting me all hyped up, but after the event's done, I'm going to just wish that the artwork was full page there. But just like the Heroic Age, that was terrible when they did that. But it's 21.1. We got a new writer. We have Rick Remender on there. He's, of course, been doing Venom as of late. He does Uncanny X-Force, as well as some other things. And I've been really in love with this dude lately on Venom and stuff like that. So it's cool to see him take over Secret Avengers. Although, I mean, Secret Avengers has been great for the past few issues as well, so hopefully he can continue that on. And then I believe he's bringing his Venom character actually into this book as well, so that'll be cool. .1 issue right there. So, Ultimates. We have Ultimates number 6. At number 7, it begins being a free digital copybook. This one, not so much. We have Ultimate Captain Britain on the front there, I believe, so pretty eye-catching cover. Ultimates has been a pretty wild ride as well, and that's also coming from Jonathan Hickman. And finally, pretty much, I have The Top Cow presents Artifacts Origins. And I believe this is kind of more establishing their universe after what they shook up with Artifacts number 13 before going into 14 and kind of rebuilding their universe. So if you're wanting to follow Witchblade Darkness, all those fun characters, this is kind of where to start. As there'll be big changes coming to that universe this year, so check it out. Also, the little Image 20 years thing here. Congratulations to that publisher, of course. Been kicking out amazing books for the past 20 years, and they're growing and growing, so good for them. And finally, I just got a back issue, 604 of Amazing Spider-Man Volume 2. I'm very close to having all of Volume 2 of Amazing Spider-Man, which is pretty cool. So, there's going to be some expensive ones, though, on the horizon. I don't have, like, the 9/11 issue, for example, with the blank cover and stuff. I know Mike Haynes has that, so maybe I'll steal it from him. So anyways, that's the pull list for January 25th. We are recording Longbox Radio episode 18 this weekend, so look for that sometime in the next few days. There's going to be lots to talk about. We've got 2 weeks of books to talk about. Please comment underneath. I know we're working on things. We're going to have some prizes and stuff coming up too, so subscribe. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook us, all that kind of fun stuff. We will talk to you this weekend, and I'll be back again next week for the final pull list of January, which I believe will be February 1st. So the first pull list of February in that case.